Where have you been living? Under a rock! Because my guest today had us locked in since day one, from that Casa Amor elimination fake out to that chaotic heart rate challenge, and yes, a little action in the hideaway. Chelley and Olandria brought the drama, the laughs, and one of the realest friendships we saw all season. But what was really going on in that villa? Are there connections built to last? Seriously, what is the future of Nick Olandria looking like? Plus, can every girl truly be a girl's girl? Because some of y'all were looking a little suspect, honey. Chelley and Olandria are fresh out of the villa and ready to spill the tea. So let's get into it. This episode is presented in partnership with Next. You are ready, girls? Before I get into everything I want to get into with you guys, thank you so much for coming on the show. Like, am I your first interview?
Yes.
You are.
Yes!
And thank you for having us.
I'm thrilled. Okay, so you get back to America, you get your phones. What's the first thing that you do? You know, do you immediately go online or do you just call your family?
I call my family. I did a group FaceTime.
I don't know. I think I turned it on and everything just started coming in. So I'm like, what is this? So I just click and now I'm seeing all this stuff. And I'm like, what the hell? So then I just hit up my family group chat. And I was like, hey, y'all. And then everyone's like, oh, my gosh, you got your phone. So it was both. I was talking to family and looking at what is going on here.
Now, before y'all get to y'all phone and everything, is there like a time period where you talk to any therapists or you're like in between?
Yeah.
Like, what happens? The show ends, you see who wins, then y'all go where?
Well, it was different for both of us because
I know for you, because you guys left.
Yeah, so for me it was.
I wasn't feeling it either.
I know.
Yeah. Trust me, I was hurt.
No, I know.
It didn't make any sense.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I'm still mad to this day. To this day that y'all voted Ace and Chelley off, bro.
Meanwhile,
I was
Hood
like,
and Chris
huh?
are breaking up on the last day.
So I'm like, you know what?
We'll get to
The
that.
math, but I was ready to go. I was happy to go, to be honest. So, but after that, it was just like, you know, we got to meet with our therapist.
Okay, good.
Then we had to do like some side stuff, and then we were able to get our phones. So they definitely had us talking to our therapist and stuff.
That's good. So they kind of prepare you guys. Is there things that they tell y'all not to do? Like, hey, maybe wait on the online, or don't say anything too soon, or kind of teach you how to deal with such the overwhelming influx of opinions and things?
Yeah, because they made it a point that this year is big. And even, you could have told us that 50,000 times.
We didn't
still
really
wasn't
realize it
registering.
until we came out here.
Exactly.
It was like, bro,
I'm like, what do you mean big? Like, I know last year
I
was
thought
big.
that was
What are you
just like
talking about?
hyping us in a villa, like, oh, this is big. Like, y'all
But when I
keep
got my
doing
phone, I'm like, oh,
it's big for
this is
real.
what y'all talking about. So they just kept letting us know, like, hey, it is big. If you need time to yourself, take your time to yourself. You know, there's negativity, but there's a lot of love. So make sure you guys are focusing on the love that you see, because there's always going to be trolls. So it was stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean, we definitely saw a lot of racial influx too, which was really tough. It was tough for me and my other fellow black girls to watch you guys endure some of those.
Don't even get me started on this part, especially towards the males, bro. It was partly me. I ain't gonna lie, I was hating on Taylor, but y'all was hating on Ace for no reason. And that's like how a typical black man who's kind of strong and confident in himself acts. So it kind of triggered me to see how America was getting on him for just literally just speaking his mind, bro. And it's like, bro, like,
those things.
Yeah.
So, I mean, what did your family say? What was the support of that coming back? Because, you know, we always know racism and stuff. It exists. But when you
They
see...
went extra hard. I don't understand.
Even with the whole BuzzFeed thing.
No, yeah.
That
was crazy to me because, like I said, I wasn't seeing everything at first. I just kept seeing, before I even seen the hate, really, I just seen so much people defending us, defending me.
That's right.
And I was just like, you know, I don't even know what was said, but I don't even want to know what was said. But then, like, the BuzzFeed thing popped up, and I'm like, why am I eating a knuckle sandwich? Like, what'd I do to y'all? I'm confused.
Oh, that's what she was talking about.
Yeah. Like, why would y'all give me that? And there was just so much other stuff where it was just like, where is this even coming from? Like, how did it even get to this? Because on the inside, we have a whole different life than what is out there. So it's like, I really don't understand what made y'all think that we were these mean girls and this and that and all this stuff. My family, they obviously were very devastated to see. I just was happy to see so many people support. So even seeing you always standing up for us and speaking for us, like, that really meant a lot. Because I'm like, yo, y'all don't understand. I love her. So to see my favorites, like, defending us and stuff just means the world. Because it's like, you guys are black women as well, too. And really speaking and using your voice means a lot, not only to me, but a lot of people who were supporting us.
Every black woman.
So I was just happy to see
even though
that.
you guys are having an authentic life experience, maybe you're not performing it entertaining, you're still representing.
No,
you know?
absolutely,
I think that you represented very, very well. One thing I love so much about you, Olandria, on the show, especially seeing your journey, was like in the beginning, it's like, okay, she's quiet, she's not doing too much, she's reserved. And I wasn't sure if that was you or that was just you carrying the weight of being this black girl on this show.
For sure.
But one thing I really loved, and we'll get into the depths of all of it, but there was a moment where you kind of really stepped outside of yourself, outside of what a lot of times black women, we're not allowed to be like vulnerable and say, hey, I want this, I want you. Immediately we're told we're weak or it's seen as soft, but it's like, you own that moment. No matter what happened with you and Taylor, you own the moment of saying, I want you, I'm going for this. And that meant a lot to me because we do not get to do that. We always got to be so like, and at the end of the day, go on to the curb.
Yeah.
It's like,
that was me prior to the
That's
experience.
too much.
That was me prior to coming into the villa. So I kind of just wanted to come into this experience with a different angle. I was like, you know what, Olandria? Like, don't come in here with old habits.
Yeah.
Let's try to progress and move forward. And obviously, me doing that, like, now I feel like, because I'm like, what did I do that for? But it's just like,
no.
I don't know.
It made me mad, the outcome. Like, it made so many of us angry. But I was like, I hope people still can see that that's how we should come and live in our truth. Because you have no regrets. Yeah. Because you put everything you had forward. And so I really wanted to applaud you for that. Because we have to see that. We have to see each other go for it. No matter where it goes. Now, let's talk about the beginning. What made you even want to go on Love Island? Because it's kind of scary, guys.
It is.
Yeah.
Everybody on there is very sexy. Yeah. Obviously, that was no issue for you two, but it's still nerve-wracking. You know what I mean? You got to put your business out there.
You really have to put yourself out there.
You don't even know if the guys are going to be fine.
Exactly. That was my biggest concern.
That's my first thing.
I was worried. I'm like, God, please don't let these men be ugly.
Bro, I said, if it ain't no fine shit, I'm
out of here. Like, all right, let me go.
I said it on episode 1. That's funny.
Right? I was really waiting every second, like, behind, like, before we got out there, it was like, I kept asking, like, so do the guys look good? Can you at least tell me that? Like, please just tell me that. But, no, to be honest, what made me want to go on there was like in the beginning, like last season, they had reached out and that's how I found out about the show. So they were like, oh, are you interested in this? I'm like, what show is this? So then I ended up watching all of season 6 and I was like, I like this. Like, I think I would, like, if this is a way I could find love, like, I want to try it. I've done usually I date in the circle of my friends because I don't know, dating strangers is like whatever. So
tough.
It was something new to try and seeing that so many successful relationships did come out of it. I'm like, okay, so I want to do this. I was excited. So that was my reason.
No, for sure. I've been single for like 5 years now, so I was taking an opportunity, like, you know what? Let me just go try to go find love. They originally reached out to me in 2023, and then 2024 for season 6, and then again this year.
So am I grits, child? I kind of want to go on the show, but like, am I grits? Because like, seems like everybody that you hear, they say, "Oh, Love Island reached out to them." Love Island ain't never reached out to me. Am I ugly, child? Be real. Am I ugly?
They said we're not letting you up.
Right.
I was like, you know what? Third
time being star.
Man, I was like, they on me bad. Let me just go ahead and go on this show.
Timing,
and I'm happy that I did, regardless of like the perception that's put up of me out there. Is like, I'm still happy that I did.
Same.
I mean, and what did y'all think about being OGs? And if they would have asked y'all to be Casa More girls, what would you have said?
I made it clear in the beginning.
What?
In
the beginning, I was like, there's no way. It's not giving
I'm not physical at all.
It's giving OG. So I was manifesting the hell out of that. I'm like, look, I know I'm walking to that villa one way or the other. So the fact that we both walked in there first together, I was just like, wow. And we would always like just go back to that throughout the whole season. We would go back to that like, yo, we are the first ones who walked in here together. We're still sitting here experiencing all of this. Like, this is crazy because not everybody could say they walked in and really made it to the end, you know? So that was something that was just so crazy.
And from the beginning, me and my friend and my makeup artist, Kenya, by the way, she said she want to beat y'all face whenever y'all want.
Period. Yeah.
We were both like, did you see the new girls, Chelley and Olandria? They're bad as hell. You stay so pretty. We were so excited to see y'all come up in the house. Because you be so excited, like, we're going to be the main new girls, you know? So we were living for you guys.
Wow,
what did y'all's family say?
About us going on the show?
Yes, like, were they like, don't
they
be
were
acting
so supportive.
Crazy.
My dad told me to be wholesome and pure, though. He begged me.
Baby, like, you did not.
But I told him, he was like, all I ask is that you be wholesome and pure, please. I said, do you know the show that I'm going on? Like, that's not happening. Like, I just recommend that you don't watch. But
you also were giving, like, even though you were like letting us know, like, I'm out here in the streets having my fun, you still were giving that wholesome bag.
For sure.
As a fellow queer girlie, I was living for the questionnaire answers when I was finding
oh my
about
God.
your life.
Like, hey, y'all know my tea. No, but I loved it.
How do they get that information? Like, do they ask y'all that beforehand? Or
before we got on there, it's like we had to fill out a big form. Like, there's a whole process to even be a Islander. So it was asking questions like that about your personal life and stuff, like in detail, all these crazy questions. So now, knowing we did that long-ass application, it makes sense when we were doing the challenge. Like, oh, that's where you went all my business.
And do y'all feel like everybody told the truth on their thing?
No. The boys,
because they were lying. Every time
it was so bad. Trusted. Like,
I'm like, that's not adding up. Yeah. Oh, 1,000.
I
mean, actually, Austin.
No, Austin.
Is
he ain't lying. He's not lying.
Okay, Austin. I need to know about Austin because I was in confusion, right?
Yeah.
Obviously, everybody has different chemistries and connections.
Yeah.
Ace and him, so different.
So
Chris,
different.
Ace and him, so different. But Chris and Ace, not too different. I mean, was there real romance between you and Austin, or was he just a fun guy to be around?
No, there really was, and like I really was trying, but like
he's handsome.
He is, and I told him that. I'm like, yo, you look good. Like, you look good. That's not the problem.
No, tell him how you realized you liked Austin. Where were you at? No, tell him.
I woke up one morning and I was sitting on the toilet, and I was like, I actually like Austin. Wow, like
that lets me know right there that she didn't actually like. She's just capping for like, I ain't gonna lie, WPR. But that just let me know you sat there on the toilet and was like, I actually think I kind of like this guy. You were smelling, and that's what you thought. You thought of him. You were smelling bathroom, toilet, and you thought of Austin. That just lets me know right then and there, you did not actually like bro, and he was literally just a placeholder, bro.
I'm just thinking of all our time that we're spending and stuff. And I came out the bathroom like Olandria. I just like had a realization, like I like Austin. Like I really want to get to know him, but you know, things went how they went. And I mean, glad it did went how it went.
But that's how it can be with guys that are like, we wouldn't necessarily go to. But when somebody is nice and they keep, I mean, he was really insistent upon building that connection with you. And he was so hurt every time when you would be with Ace. Ace wasn't playing with your ass.
He wasn't.
It had Austin, like, I mean, just messed up. But yeah, it worked out how it worked out. Exactly. It is what it is. How did you feel leaving the house and when you guys got eliminated? You and Ace.
It was like a bittersweet thing. Like, honestly, at that point, I think I was tired. And also, it's a thing of like, I have my person. Like, I won already. Like, at this point, we're just sitting here trying to figure out, like, okay, what's next and stuff. So even before that happened, I remember we were all sitting down having a conversation. We didn't know there was going to be an elimination. So when it did come up that we were just having a conversation of what if, I remember saying to them, like, yo, if there's an elimination tonight, nobody cry. Because we're going to see each other, like, next week. Like, we done had so many tears this season and stuff. Like, we had a great season together.
I know you guys did get tired of the crying.
Yeah, so it was like,
every minute.
And that's the most I've ever cried in my life. So I'm like, yo,
it's
this
a roller
is a
coaster
lot.
they're putting you on. So it's like, you're like, oh, and then after a while, you like in a horror movie. They did now.
Exactly. That's not happening.
Literally. You have no time to process no emotions.
But honestly, I was just like, bittersweet. I'm like, damn, it's sad that I won't wake up with you guys the next day. Because literally, I even said to them, like, before we got the text, I was like, one of my highs is like waking up in the villa every day. Like, I'm happy I get to wake up with you guys. Then boom, text, someone's going home. I'm like, damn, that was quick.
Now, wait a minute. Speaking of, I have to ask this because the logistics of how the show works. Like, you guys have to wake up at a certain time.
Yeah.
Do you make, like, what? Tell me the schedule of this all.
Wake up, makeup.
What
breakfast.
time? What time do you have to wake up?
We don't know the time. We don't know time. We don't know the day. We literally don't know nothing. We don't know nothing. We don't know time. We don't know the day. We don't know like the day of the week. We don't know nothing.
But honestly, I think it helps because, you know, usually when you're somewhere where the time changes, the day changes, like you would have to adjust coming back to the US. But like, I haven't had to adjust. Like, I'm right back on track with my sleeping schedule and everything. And I want to say it's because I never knew the date or the time. So maybe that's what it is.
Maybe Love Island has figured out how we should be living in our life.
Maybe they might be onto something
whenever I arrive.
Yeah.
Right.
Every time we would ask for the time, they'd be like, "We on island time." I'm like, you know what? Hell yeah, we on island time.
Baby, this is Keke Palmer. That means it's I don't like I didn't expect this life. I have you got it now. This evening I was down crushing very. You know, your assumed first house love.
Yeah.
Taylor. What was going through your mind? Why was he the person? Because I'll be honest, I was you watching the show. I'm like, I like Taylor a lot. Like, I immediately thought he was quirky, he was cool. He seemed like a real guy in the world. Because sometimes on these shows, the people can seem so perfected.
Right.
Yeah.
So tell me about your initial thoughts and, you know, why you spent time on Taylor.
So coming into the villa, I expressed to Chelley, I love country men. That's something that's no secret. I am from Alabama. I truly feel like country men just value the same things I value. They like to open doors, get you flowers. They just very gentleman, like, you know, gentleman-like. So when I see him came in with the cowboy hat, Chelley was like, that's you. Like already, like that's you. That's your, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, you know what? hell yeah, you're right.
He's a cowboy.
So obviously when I decided to kiss him and Nick, I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna go with Taylor. I feel like, you know, he probably already possessed those values and those morals I'm looking for in a man. Let me just go with him. And he is super sweet, a super sweet guy. Was very nice to all the girls. He was like, he memorized everyone's tea orders, coffee orders, breakfast. Like, he was just so attention to detail, and I love that in a person. So that's what kind of just attracted me to Taylor.
And then when you think back on it now, because obviously hindsight's 2020, yeah, we saw the connections with you and Nick in the challenges, but like, what was happening around the house that maybe we didn't see that would lead to where you guys ended up?
Me and Nick?
Yeah, you and Nick.
It's so crazy because I'm looking back at all these edits. I'm like, damn, like the signs, it looked like the signs is there, but when you're in the villa, it was not that apparent to me. I'm like, bro, like, I see that it's happening on these edits, but like in the villa.
No, I'm not gonna lie, it was so obvious. Like, bro, there's so many clips and videos of Nick, like, even like when Olandria was cold, she would give him his shirts. He would always be like looking at her every time her and Taylor would kiss or do something. He would kind of be like peeping. Like, if you really pay attention to Nick, he was watching Olandria the entire time. I think he was really genuinely happy when they finally got together, and even lied about not liking the kiss just because she said she ain't like it. I think he wanted her the entire time, bro.
I just didn't see it.
I mean, it was one challenge. Me and my mom was like, they won't leave that girl alone.
Yeah. Oh, yes. My gosh.
Oh my gosh.
I was like, I know everybody like her.
Like,
they wouldn't stop with you.
Literally, I'm like, can I just not just pick somebody else? I pick Chelley to go in there.
And mind you, it really is that, like, it was a random choice thing too, and she literally just kept getting picked every single time.
Yes.
I'm like, damn, girl, I know that's right.
I know it was crazy. I mean, when you guys think back on those challenges, how did they get you guys prepared for all the germs? I mean, you're in mouths.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do they like? I mean, y'all just go for it. I guess y'all just trust each other.
We get some mouth spray.
No, but prior to even coming on the show, we was like tested a lot.
Oh, that's so good because that's scary.
Let's put that out there. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, I'm not going on the show and I'm just kissing everybody. We're not getting tested.
Exactly. But it was fun
I
for
still
the
don't
most
think
part.
I did
Yeah,
it.
nothing weird. No crazy.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I don't care how much y'all test me. I don't care how much y'all test them other people on that show. There's no way that you can get me on that show and you just expect me to just be out to just kissing everybody off for it. But that's the one reason why I know I can never go on that show, because no, I'm not finna be kissing 10 other people within the span of 30 minutes. No, it's not. I'm sorry.
Okay, good. That's good.
And everybody was on the same page. Too. Like, oh, you okay with kissing? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
You know what was so interesting with Ace in the beginning? I wasn't sure if this was stuff that just wasn't shown on camera, but he was very like, don't touch me.
Yeah.
To so many people, but he was cool with you touching him.
No.
But what was his thing with that? Was it just he didn't want to show it on camera? He was very like...
No. It seemed like that, but he really was not like that in person. Everybody, like, I don't know. Like, I haven't seen like what everyone else seen, but in person, he wasn't like that with everybody. Like, at nighttime, he was giving everyone hugs, going to sleep and stuff. So that's why we're like...
It was like he thought y'all was vampires and he had garlic around his
neck.
neck.
He's not like that.
He's a hugger.
Yeah, he's a hugger. That's why when we came back and even seeing that thing being a thing, it was just like, why are people saying that?
Yeah.
Like, what happened?
There was a lot of moments. I'm like, what the hell?
Production, bro. Production painted Ace to be the bad guy. They painted him to be the worst person to come through the show, bro. And I hate that for bro. Cause it's like, damn, bro. You just had to be the bad guy, bro.
Y'all talking about him. Like, you know what? Let me just.
So how is it now with you? Speaking of that, you guys being back, how has it been jumping? I mean, y'all live in.
I live in Florida. He lives here in LA.
Chelley lives in Florida? What part of Florida does she live in? Now I gotta do my research. You think I can? She stay in Miami? She stay in Queens, in New York, Orlando. Oh, maybe she's from Orlando. Okay, yeah, she's from Orlando. I mean, shit, that's still not far. That still ain't far, child. I ain't gonna lie to you. That ain't nothing but a skip and a hop. Get to Orlando, ain't nothing.
Yeah, so have you guys seen each other?
No, I've been with him ever since we landed. Like, that's who I've been with this whole time. So we've been taking our little social media break, but I'm with him 24/7. Like, that's my man.
So wait a minute, how is the vibe being back? And what was the moment where you were like, oh, this is us normal? Now, obviously, the internet was trying to get on y'all. Like, y'all been dating before the show, and y'all knew each other, blah, 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 blah. So how did y'all feel about that? And then...
Well, that was crazy. That was annoying just because it's like a lot of us knew each other on the show. Like, and we already, like, when he came in, he already addressed, like, oh, shoot, I know you. And when I seen him walking in, I'm like, what the is he doing here? Like, you know, we did meet before. So it was like, but it was a one-time thing. Like, everyone makes it seem like we were kicking it. Somebody said we had kids for 2 years. We've been living together for 2 years. We got kids, this and that. I'm like, y'all, be for real. Like, I even knew Amaya. I know Andreina. Like, everybody knew somebody.
Now, why did everybody get an accent when Andreina came?
Because we were trying to say her name right.
That was crazy.
We were trying to say her name right.
Doing everything else regular. And as soon as she came in, everybody Andreina.
No,
she didn't play by her name. She did not play by her name.
You know, everyone kept saying anything, so we'd ask her, like, how do you say it, though? We want to make sure we're saying it right, like, so you feel comfortable, like, you know, we saying your name. Like,
that had me gagged. I'm like, everybody turning Latino.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. Now, going back to the Taylor thing, I'm curious for you as her friend.
Yeah.
I mean, did you feel like Taylor would let her on be the word, or did you feel like, what did you think, seeing the connection, how it transpired, and then seeing how quickly he was just like with Clark?
To me, like, in the moment, it didn't feel like he was leading her on, because Taylor and I were close. Like, he would always come to me and vent about Olandria, asking me for advice and this and that. Like, what do I do? Whatever, whatever. So to me, I thought he's, like, you know, genuinely interested, trying to figure this out, trying to navigate their relationship and stuff. I was very shocked to find out when we came back from Casa Amor that when he did make that decision
on those bleachers, like, what the
I was just very shocked because I'm like, did you communicate
so what's been
your
put out there
feelings
is
before
not
this?
how it
Like,
was in the villa at all. Like,
yeah,
I'm not head over heels for a man that does not like me or wasn't physically attracted to me. None of that was told to me. You think I would be going hard for a man that does not find me physically attractive? I would have rather just been his friend.
Like I said, I didn't see
I'm
that
not
he
everyone's
wasn't
cup of tea,
interested.
so like Amaya said, don't drink it. You know what I mean? So it's just like...
And so were there any moments off of the camera that led to... First of all, you kept your cool for a long time, mama. I was blown away at your ability.
See, but that's the thing, though. And y'all be trying to defend Taylor and Clark. There is nothing that people have anything against Taylor and Clark, bro. We are mad because he literally sat here and made it seem like this proved it too. The fact that she was talking to Chelley about it, that he was talking to Chelley about it, shows that he was genuine. He was making it seem as if he was genuinely interested. That's why people hated them so much. It's not that we hated Clark. Nobody had anything against Clark. I even like Clark. She ended up being one of my top 4 favorite girls on the show. But, like, it was just the way that Taylor made it seem like he was really, really Olandria. Olandria went backstab her, made Jalen leave. Like, she made Jalen leave, and then he doubled back like that and picked Clark. That's crazy.
Till, what was it, which challenge was
Stand on Business.
Stand on Business, where you really...
Yeah, she popped
So
off.
let me go there then. What was the build-up from probably the shock of what was going on to you actually voicing how you truly felt without holding back? What got you to the point of saying, I can say exactly what I want to feel and not be afraid of how it's going to be judged or perceived?
Yeah. Honestly, I just got tired of just keeping quiet. I got tired of just being this strong woman. I feel like that got me overlooked and got my feelings overlooked. I truly feel like since I wasn't showing emotion, I wasn't crying, people was like, you know what, she could take it. Besides me being a strong woman, I'm also human, and I can only take so much. So I just literally had a conversation with Chelley, and she was basically playing like devil's advocate. Like, you know what, Olandria, like, you're still here. Taylor had told me that he voiced to keep me here. I'm not really sure how that's being perceived either, but he voiced to keep me here. That's what he said to me.
Okay.
So, you know, Chelley was like, you know what, that kind of changes things. And he also...
From the looks of it, it more seemed like Taylor was like, bro, please don't keep her here, because she's going to keep trying to explore me, and I want to be with Clark. And that's exactly what it looked like from our POV. Maybe it's just the way production did it, which it would be like L production, you feel what I'm saying? But then again, I think it was production's fault why
said he was still open to getting to know you both. So she was like, you know what, regardless of how many other connections you make, they would not be up to like the level that you and Taylor are at. So still continue to water that connection. So when I went to him, I was like, hey, I was ready to cut it off. Like, and she was like, you know what? I don't think that's a good idea. Still go to him, still talk to him. So I was like, you know what, hey, okay, cool. I know at one point you still said you still want to explore both of us. How does that look for you? Like, how are you going to navigate that? Because obviously it's going to be kind of hard to do that. And he was like, you know, I'm going to figure it out. Like, I still want to explore both of y'all. I'm interested in both of y'all. So I'm going to just figure it out. So after he said that and I didn't see him doing it, I'm like, you know what? I'm going to clock your stand up.
Yeah,
like,
because what
own
was
up
going?
to it.
Because my big thing was, I'm fine with the getting to know Clark. I mean, this is the nature
Everybody's
of the show.
fine
What
with that.
blew me was, where's all this respect that you're having for Clark and not doing this and not doing that? You can't even kiss nobody in a challenge. Where was that with me?
Yeah.
I mean, did he have any answers for this? I mean, what was the reasoning?
I know he mentioned the day 2, the blindfold challenge. He did not kiss anybody, and that's when I chose to kiss Ace at the time. He was like, I ain't kiss anybody. So like he did have like some level of respect in regard to that.
Yeah.
Me, a challenge is a challenge. I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna do it anyway.
Yeah.
So he was like, okay, that's kind of throwing me off. But I don't know. Maybe his connection with Clark is just way more. I don't know.
Well, I mean, that is reality. It can happen. People can just immediately love at first sight, whatever you want to call it.
And I respect that. I was not upset that he found a new connection. I was just upset on how he went
How
about
he
it.
went
That's
about
it.
it.
Yeah, how you went about
I'm
it.
so happy
you.
that he down somebody.
My love,
Thank you.
Literally.
That's literally what I just said, bro. And that's what I've been saying, bro. Nobody's mad about them being together. Nobody hates Taylor and Clark as a couple. We hate that Taylor sat there and played in Olandria's face and made it seem like he was going to explore both of them. But really was just all about Clark. But you should just cut it off and been a real man, bro. And just explain that, bro. Not made her look stupid.
Because a couple of times we thought we were going to lose you. And by the way, the internet was pissed.
I know. Bro, literally, when they dumped me from Casa, I was like, America's not going to like this. Mind you, I don't know what America thinks.
That you
they could hate me. And I was looking at them like, America's not going to like this. Like, they don't play about me. I didn't even know America really did not play about me. They really don't play about me for real. So I already had a feeling. I'm like, bro, I've been so on my P's and Q's in here.
So then the crazy thing happened. And, this is when I was talking to my girls and they were like, you need to see episode 23. I think it was 22 or 23 or whatever. When the whole Nick bomb happened and he was like, you're the most beautiful. And I just, this is what I always felt. What were you thinking, girl? Like, what was, because you're going through a crazy thing, right? You just got off. Now you somehow are back on. You're finding out about this stuff with Taylor.
Yeah.
And then you have Taylor's friend and also one of your friends, Guy, telling you that he's actually always had feelings for you. What was going through your mind? Did you believe it? Did you think at any point this is some TV show stuff?
No, I couldn't believe it in a sense because any chance that Nick got to pick me for a challenge, he did.
Was choosing you.
It's so funny because now I'm reading on the internet with the whole kiss or pie thing.
Yeah.
It was like, choose anyone to kiss other than your partner or something like that.
Yeah.
I'm like, that damn card did not say that. Like, I don't know if he said that or not, but he chose me. I'm like, okay. So he keeps choosing me for these challenges. So in my head, I'm like, I think something is there with Nick. Mind you, I still don't know that he kissed me on day 2. I know I kissed him on day 1, but I'm like, I don't know. Because where I'm from in Alabama, a lot of men that look like him are very traditional. Because Alabama's a very traditional state. So I kind of just close myself off to that connection. I'm like, you know what? I don't think I'm your type. Yeah. I don't know. But he's like, no, you're definitely my type. And I definitely
it's crazy because, no matter what, as a black person, we're always going to have that stigma in the back of our head. Like when it comes to, dating outside of our race, especially when it comes to dating white people, it's like, we're always going to be thinking, dang, are they going to look at me weird? If I try and talk to them, I don't be wanting to feel like I'm intimidating other people, especially being a black guy with dreads too. I don't got no tattoos and no crazy facial hair or nothing, but I still feel just from not common perception, but sometimes perception, it could be viewed like that.
I definitely want you. So I'm like, okay, cool. Maybe I was not, being too crazy about looking into these challenges a little more deeper than what I.
And so then it was like a pump fake because the second kiss outside of the challenge happened, and then you guys were like, oh no, maybe it's not that. What was that about, and what led you to ultimately being serious, to being open to him?
Honestly,
just look down in his hand.
What you gotta say?
Girl, why you ask this question? Okay, cool. I felt like, because I had just came back from Casa, although I just got dumped.
Yeah.
I felt like I owed so much to Sierra because I knew how she was going. Yeah, she was going through it at Casa because she was thinking my Nick so much. I'm like, bro, I feel like I'm doing a disservice to her. I'm preaching sisterhood and all these things. I'm like, bro, this doesn't feel right. Even if I did feel a spark, I just made myself not feel it because I'm like, bro, I feel like I owe her so much. I know she's over there really missing him. She's hoping to come back to him in his place. What if I didn't feel right just jumping in, you know what, I feel something. I know you feel so strongly about me. Let's explore, let's connect. Yes, I was being so respectful towards her. And Taylor too. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, bro, I feel like I owe Taylor so much as well because he, in a sense, was still trying with me also, even if it's not being perceived that way on TV. That's what was going on. So I'm like, bro, I feel like I owe them so much. This feels weird to me. So Nick was like, yeah, me too.
Yes, because that is how y'all look. Y'all did look like, and it was like, what is all that?
This Yeah.
So obviously Sierra leaves the show. Let's talk about that. What did y'all think? What was going on? Obviously there was a lot of education happening on the real side of the world when that whole went down, when she said what she said. I'm sure you guys know if you haven't watched. Sierra said a derogatory term about Asian Americans or Asian culture, and she got removed from the show. How was it presented to y'all? What did y'all think?
Yeah, we just know she was removed. We didn't know what she did.
Oily.
No.
It was just like okay, one day we're chilling.
Gone.
Basically.
So was there tears shed? Were you guys just kind of like, how did you feel about her being gone? Was you really close to her like that?
Well, yeah. Well, with Sierra, I definitely cried because it was like, you guys don't get to see the friendships that we build in there. Like, they're focused on the romantic relationships of it all, but that was like really a friend of ours. So to know that 1 second we're all chilling and stuff, and the next second, like, oh guys, so she has to leave the island. We're like, what?
Yeah.
And even that morning we were talking about like how grateful we are that we're here together and like, time is almost up. And I was like, girl, don't even say that. Like, we're not there yet. So let's focus on the now.
You weren't.
A couple hours later, but a couple hours later, it's like, taken away. So it was just like, damn, like this is crazy. Like you never know what to expect.
Man.
That's
okay,
crazy,
so then she's
lie.
removed. I do believe that obviously created more space for you and Nick. But what do you think now? I mean, first of all, the show's ended. I want to ask you the same thing I asked her about her and Ace. How is it with you and Nick? What has the conversation been now that you guys are, in the real world?
The conversation is pretty much still the same. We want to continue to go at the pace that we're going. Obviously, like we had a conversation yesterday. He was like, bro, I'm feeling a lot of pressure from the media, you know what I mean? He was like, I think we should continue to go at the pace we're going. There's no reason for us to jump ship just because they want, you know what I mean? So I don't know. We still like each other. Our connection is very much genuine, even if people are questioning it, because the first time there was no spark. I feel like we owed so much respect to the current partners of whatever. So we're going to continue to just go at our own pace and enjoy each other's company.
And so, I mean, has he told you he's heard from Sierra? Do you think Sierra's going to reach out? I know she unfollowed him, but, what's the tea on that?
He said that she has not reached out to him.
Really?
Yeah.
So the reunion, I guess, is going to be looking like something. Is she going to be there?
I have no idea. We don't know yet.
The brand has cut ties. Wow. I mean, that is just so curious to me, because I'd imagine for her, that was something that slowly started to become nerve-wracking for her, with you guys having that sideline connection, and then to see you guys end up becoming, Nick Olandria became one of the most popular favorite couples.
That blew my mind. I did not know that existed until my mom came. She was like, girl, they love you. They love y'all. I'm like, what? Whoa, hold on.
First of all, your mom, let's get into that, because why was when you said genetics, you wasn't lying. Because your mama is everything.
Girl, she is mama.
Girl,
she's that girl. She is that girl for sure.
Everybody loved her. That was so cute. But how was that? Getting to that point and oh my gosh, we get to see family. And I mean, you guys, that was a lot.
It was so emotional. Like, we were crying seeing everybody else's family come in. Then our family came in. We were just so excited. Like, that was crazy for them to be in Fiji. Like, we expected them to just be on the TV. So for them to walk in on the island, we're like, yo, y'all really flew out here to see us. That's crazy.
Oh my gosh. Wow. What is one thing that you feel like we didn't get a chance to see on the show or feel through the show that, because of the way that it was edited?
Everyone's genuine connections with one another. Like, the way each of us, like, we always said, something we said every day was like, yo, they did a great job putting us all together, because our personalities bounce off of each other so well. So I don't feel like, some people may think this person, that person never spoke ever in the villa. The whole time we all speak to one another. Like, we're all very close and stuff. So I think that would be my answer, is just our genuine connections with all of us,
Same for you?
No, literally same. Because coming out here, I'm like, bro, what? When did that happen? You know what I mean?
Like, what? Well, one thing that people were also talking about was when you guys came back, when y'all surprised everybody, you and Nick surprised everybody in the villa. Taylor seemed to have just went straight to Nick and didn't even really immediately show love to you. Did it feel like that in the house, or was that the way it was edited?
Honestly, it would have been the same way with the girls too. I literally talked to them about it. Like, bro, they literally just cried their eyes out about Nick. So of course they're gonna, embrace him first, and then after, all of them came to hug me. But that was not a shocker at all. Yeah, because the girls would have did the exact same thing.
Okay, now let's get into the whole girl thing, because that's become a big language around the show, and honestly, even a lot of people online have been talking about how they felt like that concept even ruined the show, because it's like, this is Love Island, not Girls Island. And then also, a lot of people are saying they're a girl's girl, but they're just using it to make it seem like they are, even though they're doing things that don't really make you a girl's girl.
They PR train when
what
they
does
really
a girl's girl mean to y'all?
You know what I'm saying?
to me, what girls girl means to me is like people have this perception of like it means only the people you care about and you call your homegirl. That means I'm gonna stand up for you. I'm gonna stick beside you through whatever.
Yeah.
I'm gonna like you could do no wrong in my eyes type of thing. But that's not me. Me is like any woman that walks into the room, I have your back because like you're a woman just like me. We go through the same thing. Like I'm not gonna sit here. Like there's instances where it's like it felt like somebody who just came in is being treated some type of way for reasons they have no control of. They're just here to experience their experience. And in that moment, I wasn't ever gonna be like, oh, well, my friend is talking to this person, so I'm not talking to you. It was like, no, you're here. This experience is just as much as yours as it's mine. So it's like, I want you to feel comfortable. I want you to feel like you could go around and get to know people and not feel like everyone is piercing their eyes on you and stuff. So it was just really genuinely having a woman's back. Now, if you start being shady to me, I might take a couple steps back. But my first intention is always to like make sure you feel comfortable, you feel good, you feel seen, you feel heard. So that's a girl's girl to me.
Same.
Same, literally. Word for word.
Baby, this is Keke Palmer, yeah.
I've been you and baby included you let that happen with
I don't know when this.
Obama,
Yes,
get your
my
man's heart rate
gosh,
up.
Yeah.
I'm upset. What didn't we during? Okay, what didn't we see that happened during the heart rate challenge? Well, you know what's coming. What didn't we see? And maybe we saw it all. That also led to you being upset with Huda. With by the way, maybe it's a Virgo thing, but I would have been pissed because what the hell, Mama?
No,
What the hell, Mama?
Yes.
Get your man's heart rate up.
Yeah.
The hell are you doing?
To be honest, I don't know what. Like, I still have not watched the episodes back. So that's my thing is that I don't know what you guys saw that everyone felt like I was so wrong.
You wasn't, girl.
And I'm like, I don't understand. No, then we wrong because.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie, bro. The absolute only reason why I don't say Huda was wrong is because you double back on Chris so crazy. If you wouldn't have did what you did on Chris, I would have said, nah, Huda OD, that's your man, whatever. You went and kissed Chris, then you came back for seconds and put your leg on this man's shoulder and pretty much was like half riding this man with one like in a split. Like, bro, like let's be real here, bro. Like, I don't care about the whole Huda doing whatever because you wilded out first. Like let's get real here, Chelley. Like, let's not act like you ain't go crazy first,
feel like I'm
bro.
wrong for being upset.
So this is my thing in my mind. Why you made sense. Ain't nobody saying you can't have fun and do your thing. But it was like you went over and above without putting my sense of security or comfortability
And that was
in
my
the
whole
room.
point, yeah.
It just wasn't in the room. I'm not going to go so far because I'm looking for a certain attention or validation or just a moment to shine that I'm not going to think about how my homegirl might feel.
Exactly.
And I liked when you brought up the whole Jeremiah thing because, baby, we was all walking around eggshells. I was walking around eggshells watching the show for Huda. Because I don't want to think I like Jeremiah. You know what I mean?
No,
Like, everybody was going so far.
I'm like, look, girl, nobody want you
comfort you.
and Jeremiah. Y'all grandma and grandpa. I always used to tell them that, like, nobody is looking at y'all. Like,
And
we
so-
know y'all locked in, whatever. No one is doing that.
And so I just didn't get it.
I didn't
You know
get it
what I
either.
mean? It was so, to me, it seemed self-serving and just maybe, you know, when people are just so in their own thing, I don't think she set out to hurt you.
Yeah.
But, you know, sometimes when people are just so in their own thing and just trying to have their own moment, it's like you're not thinking about how that's going to make the other person feel.
Exactly, yeah.
So, yeah, that I didn't get why everybody was mad at you about. I guess, you know, I mean, what did you think looking back and seeing online, Olandria? What's your take on it? I mean, you were there in person,
Right.
and then now you guys are seeing people's thoughts of it. I mean, what is the difference that some people could have missed? Or were they just so happy that Huda was happy finally again? I don't know.
I haven't watched the
That
episode,
wasn't it.
so I don't really know what they aired.
That
But
wasn't
I
it.
feel like Chelley had every right to be upset. Huda agreed. She was like,
Yeah,
you know
she
what? She was like, I
agreed.
did take it too far. Like, you know, I do apologize. Like, she was very apologetic about it. Like, immediately she was almost regretful.
And I guess people felt like, oh, well, you know, she once she said sorry, you should have been cool, you know, but I mean, you weren't.
My thing is like, and we are cool, that's the thing, but it's
It's
just
like a
like,
Band-Aid.
when it was time, like say in the beginning when they had their connection, like when I call somebody, like especially with the girl thing and someone being my friend, I'm always gonna put you first and have consideration for your feelings. So even in something like a challenge, we're not winning no big grand prize after a challenge or anything. Like it's literally just to say, oh my gosh, you did good in a challenge. So I'm never gonna jeopardize me and someone else's friendship or their comfortability just to say I went crazy in a challenge. So like someone like Jeremiah, like I said, never kissed that man ever. Like, you know, I steered clear of him just because I know how intense and passionate you felt about him. So it's like just to not see that reciprocated. And I'm trying to understand. I think at one point I told her, I said, I'm really trying to understand you, but I don't. Only because I just don't see how a moment like this could cause you to like disregard someone you care about so deeply, your friends, feelings just to do a performance. Like that's what it was for me. So it was just like, okay, like I hear you. I
really do think it was
it,
one of them things where somebody.
See, but this is where it doesn't make sense to me because her and Jeremiah's situation was way different than you and Ace. Her and Jeremiah, everybody knew y'all was locked in. You just said y'all, everybody knew y'all was locked in. Y'all, they grandma and grandpa would do. You and Ace weren't locked in at that point. You were still exploring Chris, and she was also exploring Chris. So why are you getting mad at her for doing something during a challenge when that's not your like y'all not locked in, locked in. Like yes, y'all talk. Yes, y'all are a couple. But y'all wasn't locked in, locked in. Y'all wasn't closed off exclusive. Huda and Jeremiah were almost pretty much exclusive since day one. So it's like, these situations are different. Like I can't give you that.
Have a lapse of judgment because you're just thinking about, again, I don't know the young lady. I'm sure she's lovely, but thinking about themselves is what I just take from it.
Yeah.
You're in your moment and you're just trying to let your stuff go and you just get into a vibe.
Exactly, yeah.
And then you go too far and then, you don't know how to backtrack it. That's what I took from it. But I also felt that how you felt made sense because I would have felt the same way. Like, they think about me.
Yeah, I'm right next to you. I'm right here watching the whole thing. Like, it's not like I'm turned away somewhere else. I'm literally right here watching the whole thing.
And I know Ace and you had that conversation. He tried to downplay the heart rate, but you can't keep your heart rate under control.
Yeah, right. You stop
No.
breathing.
Yeah, let him stop breathing, man. Girl, that whole moment made me mad.
Yo,
anyway,
it was crazy.
You guys received a lot of criticism on this, doing the
Right,
stand-up business challenge. I mean, you saw how people were feeling online. It was upsetting. It was a lot of stuff. I mean, walk me through how you were feeling. What were some of the and then they said that the challenge went on for like 6
all
hours,
night.
7 hours.
Yeah. So again, like I can't to see what so many people had think pieces on what happened that night or how we were like what we said and this and that and stuff. And I'm like, you guys got 1 hour of a 6-7 hour night.
Exactly.
So
you didn't see everything.
I don't know what y'all saw, but
Not
I know
even.
it was
We
nothing
got
enough
30
for you to think
minutes.
that you know what happened that night. Yeah. So for us to get all that criticism and stuff, I was just like, honestly, I could care less what y'all have to say because at the end of the day, like everyone's sitting there, like at least in the villa, we all were all on the same page of how we felt and we're just speaking our truth. So the internet, you're getting whatever message that is being put out to you, but we know what happened in there. No one walked away from that conversation feeling like, oh my gosh, you guys did too much. You guys are being mean. We all felt like everyone was being real and clear about everything.
Yeah, and I think that's an important thing that has to be remembered, especially as we create this culture where people's lives are being commented on. I mean, we've been in reality TV world for a long time, but it's becoming major now.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I mean, our generation, like, it's like, yo,
It's
this is the thing. But these are real people. I really hope that as a society, we can have more nuanced conversations where you can have your opinion, but I don't think you need to call CPS.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
That's
I heard that. That was crazy.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Why would we go that far?
Exactly. That's
insane.
people's
I don't
agree with
livelihood and
that.
families that you're trying to ruin and break up.
That's
That's so
right.
ridiculous. That's why to see all this hate and stuff, I'm like, yo, I don't stand for none of that.
Yeah.
Like, you guys are doing this and you don't know us. We don't even hate each other the way y'all hating so bad. So
Nah,
it's like,
facts.
what is going on? Like, y'all got a lot of time on your hands.
And I seriously do want to say that to anybody that's watching this episode as we share our opinions and we're talking about the conversation. Like, that's all that it is. I know for sure they don't. I know for sure I don't wish any harm or ill on
not at
anybody.
all.
And, let's just keep that in mind when we're commenting on folks and stuff like
Right.
that. Make sure that we're not, don't nobody need to be truly harmed. You can be shady, boots, but no more than that.
Harm, yeah, it's
no
crazy.
harming. Have any of y'all spoke to Sierra since everything? Because I know you said Nick hasn't, but has she reached out to either of you?
I gotta check. My DMs are flooded.
I know that's right.
Girl, I'm so overwhelmed. So I'm gonna have to probably gonna have to go to her profile to go to her messages to see if she reached out to me because she doesn't have my number yet. So
Yeah.
I don't
And
know
you
yet.
haven't heard from her either.
No, I did get to speak to her. She did reach out. So, I mean, it's a lot going on.
Breaking news.
Yeah, I didn't get to, because like I said, we didn't know for what reason she got removed. Even when I came back, I couldn't really find what the post was or whatever, but I did see she reached out.
Yeah.
And she was just saying, like, she misses all of us. She hates what's happening, like she's trying to, like, basically do better for herself, like, and just to also, like, reach out to all of us and say her apologies and stuff. So it was just like, okay, well, I really hope you're doing amazing. Like, there's a lot happening. Like, I know, I'm just trying to give her grace because it's like, we're human at the end of the day.
Yeah.
And I got to know her in the villa as a person through and through. So it's like, all of this that's happening to her, I wouldn't wish that on anyone. But, she's taking full account of her stuff and really just trying to, like, get her mind right.
Yeah, accountability is definitely a big part of it. And again,
Of course.
I hate that any of it happened, but I think there's an opportunity of a lot of people to learn a
Of
lot
course,
of things.
yeah.
So I'm glad for the education and,
Right.
all of that stuff. And I also do wish her well, too.
Absolutely.
There was a moment, Olandria, that I really actually liked that you did. It's a very lightweight moment. You were like to Huda, don't do that. And then Huda got she kind of responded to that very intensely. Now, when you said don't do that, I lived. Because it's like, I don't need, it's like, to me, how I took it was, please don't give me a moment of pity. This is no big deal. Like, I'm me, I'm good.
Yeah.
Another day, another dollar. Like, and I thought you were just trying to let her know, like, don't give me the sympathy of this, because there's nothing to sympathize with. I lived for you for that. And then afterwards, I felt, you kind of were now all of a sudden the bad guy, or it was all of a sudden scary. And so that made me want to ask you both, how often did you feel like you had to tone down, as a Black woman on a TV show, or just being a minority, or however we want to put it? It's like, if I just sang a peep or something, it's now
taken out of context.
And
now I'm a bad guy. Now I'm a mean girl. Like, it's very exhausting, to say the least. I truly feel like me and Chelley have to tone down a lot.
Exactly.
To not cross over that boundary, because the person that looks the opposite of us, as soon as they get emotional, it's like, oh, we're going to cater to this person. Like, bro, what about us? Like, I don't understand.
There have been multiple seasons, and even this season included, where we've seen people cuss people full out.
Exactly, yeah.
But let me and her move like that.
And what's crazy is that, a lot of the times, everybody who's in that villa will tell you that they could always come to us for the best advice, to come vent to us, whatever. We're so level-headed. We're so honest. We're so loving. Like, we bring everybody a peace of mind, this and that. So to know how your fellow Islanders feel versus coming to the internet and seeing mean girl, disrespectful, angry, this, that. I'm like, wow, y'all really don't know us.
There's subtle microaggressions. Yeah. And it's like, just because I'm saying something sternly, it doesn't mean you need to be afraid of me.
Exactly.
That's rooted in something that's anti-Black.
Yeah.
And so it becomes an issue, because now I don't know how to exist in who I am, because I can't take my skin off. That's what's scaring you.
Yeah, that's all it is.
You know what I mean?
If it was somebody else to look like us and acted like whatever, they wouldn't be getting as much backlash at all.
Yeah, and so, how does that leave you? Because I do think that's something that I've thought about more in different reality shows, and obviously now in this one, the more popularized. I remember when I was a kid and I would watch Survivor, and I would see these elements. I'm like, now wait a minute, what is this? And I feel the same way here. What do we say to that? And how do we, like, the next generation of young women that are going to be Black women that are going to be, or even just multiracial or just non-white, what do you say, how they can prepare themselves to be on shows like this?
I
and
don't know
to
if there's a way
exist
to
in the truth?
prepare.
Honestly, all I can say is just be yourself.
Yeah.
Because you can't even, like, no matter how much you try to have a certain narrative or portray a certain narrative, whatever is put out there is out of your hands, Like I said, we've been in the village or in the island with everybody to know that we're like one of the go-to people. People love us so much. Like, we bring, like I said, a sense of home to everyone. And then just to come out here and find out we're mean and this and that. So it's like, you know what? Stick to who you are.
Yeah.
Have confidence in yourself, and don't let anyone tell you otherwise. That's it.
I couldn't agree more, because at the end of the day, it ends up being like you can't win for losing. So just be yourself. Because in 1 minute, Olandria's too stoic. Then you step in old boy's ass real quick, and she's doing too much.
You see what I'm saying? Like, what the
Wait a damn minute.
I can't win for Literally. I'm like, bro, like, what the
So what? That's what you want me to do?
Literally, bro, I was so hot about that.
Oh my gosh, girl, I can only imagine. But I think you guys did a really good job at wavering that balance. And again, like I said, I know you maybe wasn't something that you're prepared for, but you are representing, and we appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not easy, you know? What did y'all think about the Huda and Jeremiah thing? Because it had me rolling on the floor when Taylor was like, y'all need to stop. Because it must have been probably like just a lot. I don't know what it was like. For us watching, it was a lot, but what was it like in the house?
No, it definitely took a toll on everybody. Yeah, everyone was tired. Like, we're like, yo, we didn't come here for this.
What was the reason for it? You know, what was the reason for the drama of it? Because he did seem to truly like her.
And he did. He did for sure. But I think it's just like, the pace of everything being too fast, maybe, like, you know, maybe that had something to do with it.
Yeah, right. Why would Nick do that?
I don't know. He's crazy.
Nick is such a character.
Mamacita?
Like, why was that to a dog? Like, what?
I wonder about him sometimes.
Right. No, he's funny.
He is genuinely funny.
A character.
Oh my gosh. So yeah, it was just kind of one of those things where it just be turned into a damn twister before you knew it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where do you stand with Clark? I mean, I know nothing really crazy happened with you guys, but I mean, other than what went down, but how was it trying to develop a relationship? And then, you know, there were some moments where she was mumbling a little things. I mean, it was
I just found out about that.
Yeah, it was
so I'm just like,
some shady moments, no shade, no tea.
And there was never really any shade on my side. Even when she pulled me first, I'm like, dang, like she made me look a little childish. Like I don't even have that in me to do that. So I was like, dang, I respect her so much. I'm like, I kind of wish she was a mean girl because I wanted to kind of, that would have been, yeah. But it's like she's so nice and so genuine. I was like, you know what? I have no choice but to be nice to this girl.
Yeah.
So to get out here and to see that she was moving like that with me, like what I'm saying, walk by her, she making a face, or she is mocking me. I'm like, bro, what? I was never on that with you. That's just weird to me.
Yeah, it seemed like it got competitive because she saw you still.
Well,
have
that's
your
our competition. So there's that.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, because honestly, I truly feel like before I even came into the villa, I already said like I feel like my presence intimidate a lot of people, men and women. I go through this so much. I could just walk in the room. Oh, I don't like her. I give you a reason to. So I'm finna give you a reason to now. You know what I mean? But it's like my presence really makes people so uncomfortable. Hello. Clap that, and it's natural, baby. No, so no shade to nobody. But, because I know they're trying to do this whole comparison thing. Oh, she look better. I'm like, well, I'm natural, so if you're gonna compare me to the natural thing of that, whoever that is. That's just my thing.
And I
don't
love
like
when
that.
you stand on your business because you
that.
deserve that. Looking how you look, girl, and being how you are. I mean, you're so lovely.
Thank you.
You really are.
Thank you.
But yeah, I know I agree. And so that's why I was asking, like, is there conversation? Is there a friendship now that
we were actually genuinely nice to each other. I did not have a problem with Clark. I was not upset that Clark was exploring Taylor or Taylor was exploring Clark.
Clark did what she was supposed to do.
Yeah.
I was upset with him because of the way he went about it. He was just was not honest with me. Like when I'm looking back and I'm seeing this, he never found Olandria physically attractive. That never came to my ears at all. I would not be going hard for a guy that told me that. Like if you don't find me physically attractive, I'd rather just be your friend. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm not finna try to force you to like me. What the I'm
but
Olandria.
be clear.
Be clear. He complimented me, like all touchy-feely, making me breakfast, making me dinner, lunch, whatever. Always in the kitchen for me, cooking. So I'm like, bro, you think I be acting like this over a man that don't like me? Get for real.
And what sign was he?
In Gemini. I literally said...
Whenever the signs are together, it
bro,
can be tough.
when I first met him, I'm like, when's your birthday? He was like, June 2nd. I'm like, oh, hell no, you're a Gemini. He was like, is something wrong with that? Bro, I called it.
Geminis are hard to touch down. I've been in love with some Geminis before. They didn't love me back.
Yeah.
It's tough.
I'm a Gemini. I'm like, bro, I don't need act like me. I keep saying that.
Right.
Because y'all are the air signs are very in the air. Y'all are like,
literally.
What sign is Ace?
A Leo.
Okay, Leo Virgos are perfect.
They
match.
are. So that's why we go together.
Is he August or July?
August.
August what?
8th.
Oh, my best friend's August 9th. That's weird.
Wow, that's
my best friend
crazy.
August 9th. I'm 26. You're
25th.
That's crazy. That's a connection.
It is.
Okay, wait a minute. Brian and Amaya, Endgame. Did y'all see it coming?
Honestly, I love Amaya Papaya.
Yeah.
Honey.
That is my
That's
girl.
Can I just tell you how much it really was hurting my feelings? How they weren't letting her live in her culture, in her nature. It seemed like everybody in the beginning, well, not the girls,
I was
really,
say we let her live.
but,
we loved her.
But the guys, it seemed like they weren't really understanding. It's like they didn't get who she was, and that's why I did like when Brian was like, "Hey, man, this is who she. This is how we are."
We loved it.
Yeah. I mean, in that moment, that was a stand on business. And also, he was in another couple, too. So it was him really coming from a place of, like, just being someone who's has the same culture as her.
Yes. And I did think it was important because I do feel like it was an educating moment because I did feel like it was a little microaggressive with her in the beginning based on the culture. Like, I felt like people were not necessarily immediately getting that it was just her nature and her vibe. And so when he brought that up and said that, I was like, okay, it's not just in my head. That was a big moment for me because I felt like that was the biggest way that Amaya was misunderstood. Was just living in her culture and people not knowing how to read that or how to take it. And it really just being a culture shock kind of, or like a clash type of thing. So I was happy they won. I was definitely happy. I got to know Amaya more. You know, I was happy for her. Like we were saying earlier, you were very open with your sexuality coming on the show. And again, something that empowered me because I also do feel like as women, a lot of times when it comes to our sexual nature or just our appetites, it's got to be all very nipped and sealed. You know, but you were very chill and cool and it was really dope to see. I mean, was there any moment in you that were like, oh, I don't want people to know this or I'm worried about judging or how did you even get to that place of being able to just be like that?
No, I never cared only because like my parents, they never made me feel like I had to care. Like I remember the first girl that I started talking to or dating, like I remember it was my dad who asked me like, you like girls? And I was like, actually I do. And then he was like, okay. He was like, so, you know, what about that? And then we just had a conversation about it. Then my mom, she was like, I think I ended up telling her or she said to me, she was like, just so you know, you never have to come out to me or anything. She's like, because the same way you wouldn't come to me and tell me you're dating guys is the same way you don't have to come and tell me you're dating girls. Like, you do whatever you want. And I was like, you know what? You're absolutely right. So my thing was always like, I don't care to be put in no label and box like, oh, you're this, you're that. No, I'm just Chelley. I like what I like and I do what I want. That's just it. So when I was coming to the show, I was like, you know, I don't care if people know because that's just who I am. So you either take it or you don't.
I live. And I know Ace lived too, because it seemed like he's the kind of guy that really likes authenticity.
Yeah.
Boldness, people that are living in their truth. And I was really impressed with how we started learning more of that about you.
Yeah.
His response seemed really cool. I mean, in those moments, did y'all have conversations about it afterwards that we maybe didn't see?
No, it was always like, he just took me for who I am. Like, that's
really
it.
like that.
And everything about me, he loves. And like, we're literally one and the same. So we're just always on the same page and accord about everything. So it was never a thing where he was like, so about that. He was like, oh, okay, hell yeah. Anyways, and he's not also someone who's like, you know, some guys will make a fetish out of it. Like, oh my God.
Yeah,
he's not going for that. He's like, okay, but you like me though, right? And I'm like, hell yeah. Like, what do you mean? So, you know, like he's
you like me,
I mean, when you're learning about what America thinks, let's talk about it. Yeah, because I already know how you guys feel about it coming out of it. But during the house, when y'all would be learning about the eliminations or just what people votes and everything like that, what was surprising you the most? And what had you scratching your head like, is there something I'm missing?
You want to go first?
Yeah, definitely. When they was ranking us, I'm like 1 through 10. I'm like, hold the hell up. Why Chelley number 9? What she been saying about me in the damn confessionals? I'm thinking like, is she, what the I'm second guessing like, oh, hell no. Like, this is my soul sister. Don't tell me she stabbed me in the back. Like, I really could not fathom why her and Sierra were so low. I'm like, bro, these are my go-to girls. I need to look into that. But it's like, how can I look into that? I have no access to that guys.
Right.
All I can do is go off of that is hilarious.
All I can do is go off of their word. I'm like, bro, this is really rubbing me wrong. So I'm asking Chelley, like, girl, what you do? Like,
and I'm like, I don't know, because to be honest, it's crazy. Like, I remember seeing Ace being put at the bottom so many times, and I'm looking like, am I missing something? What you was doing in Casa?
Ace was seeming like he was in the back with the producers playing chess. I'm like, Ace, what do you know? He was always seeming like he knew. And you know, it's just the way that we're seeing it on the TV. We don't really know what's going on.
Yeah.
But I swear he seemed like he was in Dexter's lab.
And
And I'm like, how does he know this? How can he do this? He seemed like,
it was so funny to come out and see that he's like this villain or whatever, because we're looking at each other like, what? Like, no one in the island thought that he was a villain or anything, or that he ran the show. So it was just like, to see that this is what everyone's saying is crazy. That's why we have to watch. We have to watch. Like, we haven't yet.
Is something, I tell you.
I have to say that. But even seeing like, even that challenge she's talking about, when it was the Islanders who first did the ranking, and we were always high up. Like, everyone thought we were most genuine and most trustworthy. But then when it came to America, they were on the opposite of the spectrum. So I'm like, yo, America, what is happening? Like, are y'all seeing what we're seeing? Because we're confused. And again, we don't know what's happening on the outside, what you guys are seeing. So it started having me scratch my head, like, what is being put out there? Because there's no way y'all
like, okay, maybe they're not seeing what's real. You know what I mean?
I'm like, America hates me. They have to, because I don't understand where any of this is coming from.
and would the producers try to calm you guys down, or like not let you get, because I mean, they're giving this information and they pulling it away, but I'm sure you're having questions like, are you guys allowed to ask, or do they
we can't know anything. And it does help in a way so that social media doesn't get stuck in your head all day. But it also is a thing of like, damn, what is happening? But they don't watch the show while
Did you feel like people would start changing, like even after the Maybelline challenge, or when people are finding out people's favorites? Because honestly, I'll say this was also one of the reasons why people were giving this certain feedback to Sierra, was they felt she was so influencer ready. They felt like, girl, you ready to just do the dang, be the star type of situation. Did you guys feel at any moment on the show, maybe from her or from anybody, that there was too much awareness around what this can lead to, or just trying to win?
No, and that's what's so insane. Like, no one ever sat here and talked about, oh my God, the finale's coming up, or this, that. Like, we all were in the moment. We always said, like, this feels like a big family vacation. Like, you know, when you go on your friend's vacation and this person ends up like that person, whatever, it just all felt so cool that you forget that this is actually a TV show that's happening right now. Like, even seeing certain clips that's happening, we're like, wow, I didn't even realize like this would be something that's being put in there. So no one was ever thinking of like, we're on a show. It genuinely was like, we're having fun together. So nobody, I don't feel like, at least to me, I don't feel like anybody was moving a type of way to have a certain image.
Literally. And with us not knowing the dates, so we didn't even know how far or how close the end date was. So when it came down to them,
that's why I know I couldn't be on that show. I would have been on that show like 100% PR training. I'm like, One, I'm a streamer content creator now, so I want my platform to blow up. I would have been on there, sweetheart. I'd have been nice to everybody. I'd have tried to make the most power couple. Like whoever I feel America's gonna like the most, I'm gonna try and talk to them. Like, I've been on there BS.
Like, dang, I didn't think I was gonna make it this far. Like, I honestly was not thinking about the end goal at all.
Yeah.
Was there any situation that you felt like, okay, America's low-key hating? Because obviously you have to depend on America. They're voting. This is the one. But was there any elimination or anything that happened where you were like, now, can we trust y'all, America?
Yeah, definitely the rank thing. That did it for me. Because some people, I'm like, what? And then other people, I'm like, okay, that makes sense. I'll give you that. I'll give you that. So I was like, America, y'all confusing me.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's because we saw different stuff.
Because I couldn't understand why Chelley was down there. But when I got out, I'm like, oh, so Chelley's a mean girl? Like, I was so thrown off by that because, like she said, we were the go-to people. Hence why they acted the way they did when I got released from Casa. I'm like, if I was such a mean girl, why is these girls crying over me? Like, all of them. I'm the glue. I'm the mother. I'm all these things, but I'm a mean girl. Like, come on now. That's when you should check yourself. Like, you know what? What they're showing us is not exactly. Thank you. We were not mean girls. So please, let's clear that narrative up right now.
Love Island. That island is some crazy stuff.
It is.
It's so unique, that experience.
It is.
And I'm so glad that we got to meet you guys through the show. And I can't wait for everything else that we're going to be doing with y'all. But before I let y'all go, we have to play a game. The game is called Truth or Tea, okay?
Okay.
Now, I ask a spicy question. This is how it works. I ask a spicy question. You either keep it real or tell the truth, or you can phone an islander and let them spill it for you.
As in one of us two?
No, literally, you can pull out your phone and you can call somebody else to answer the question for you.
Ooh. Oh, okay. Okay.
If you want to. Now, you don't get a bunch of calls. You just get one. So pick wisely.
Okay.
Are y'all ready?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm so excited. Who was low-key flirting off camera but acting innocent on screen?
Like low-key flirting? I don't think anybody.
Everybody was keeping it real.
Yeah, they were keeping it real, yeah.
Okay. Who was the most performative in the villa? Give names, not vibes.
Performative as in like
just put on a
ready
show.
for TV.
What'd you say?
Don't be shy, guys.
No, I'm genuinely trying to think because this kind of goes with that last conversation of like, was anyone trying to act away? And I don't think anyone was trying to act away. No one was giving performative. I'll say that.
Yeah. All the cameras are hidden. It's not like you got a cameraman in your face. Like, you know what I mean? So it's like you got genuine reactions.
Okay. Who got a better edit than they deserved?
Take it away, Chelley.
Tell that you guys. So let me say this before they even get into it, guys. You know, it's opinions.
Yeah.
No hate, no shade, no tea. Everybody have a right to say how they feel, how they think. It don't mean nothing negative. So let's put this disclaimer before we even get any further. Y'all know y'all want the tea. So, you know, give context and let these girls live.
Yeah.
So who got a better edit than they deserved?
I'm a phone an islander.
Go ahead, call them out. Oh my gosh, Ace is going to give it to us real. Please don't be
Ace is 100%. He going.
Not too much. Hello? Hey, so I get to phone an islander for a question. Do you mind answering?
Come on, boo. Hey, what's up, Ace? It's your girl, Keeks. I'm interviewing your boo right now, and I'm asking them some questions. And so she phoned an islander because she wanted to opt out of answering, and I'm so glad she called you because I know you're going to give it to me real. The question is, who got a better edit than they deserved?
Well, in that case, I felt like there was a lot that, America didn't really get to see from everybody. We all had our ups and downs throughout this whole entire experience, but I feel like they edited what they wanted to edit, which is okay in the end because we all know.
So the answer is Jeremiah. I'm just playing. Okay, thank you, Ace, for that wonderful PR.
100%.
You
He's
are the man.
No, 100%. Ace is 100% PR trained. That was like the most perfect PR answer. He was like, dang, I'm on an interview. Just like the other interview where he had to let Chelley answer and he was just sitting there like, it was the same situation, bro. Ace PR trained. He's too ready for these situations, bro.
Nice to meet you over the phone lines.
Nah, I would love to meet you in person one day, Keke. You amazing for real.
Oh my gosh, so are you? We gotta have you on the show because you know they want to hear what you got to say.
Nah, Ace, Ace on the TV show. I'm watching that one.
Oh, keeping it a little too real. Got us
Hilarious. All right, I'm about to go.
All
right, later.
Okay, rank your top 3 kissers from the villa.
Top 3.
Number 1, me.
Period, because everybody wants to kiss you.
Okay.
Even Sarah was like,
I'll give myself number 1. Who's 2 and 3?
No, you said your
individually, your top 3.
Together?
Yep, exactly.
Oh, my top 3. Oh, as in who I kissed.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
Oh, Ace.
Period. That's not fair. Bro.
You can push her. That's your girl.
No, for real.
Okay, it'll be Ace. I'll give number 2 to Sierra. And 3.
I feel like she didn't really kiss a lot of people.
There's no other kisses that really like stood out to me when I think about it.
You ain't like
maybe Chris. I'll give Chris.
Oh, Chris over Austin.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Casa.
Top 3.
Nick. Apparently our kisses is very steamy. I see that all over the internet.
Yeah.
You so cute.
That smile.
Thank you. He makes me giggly. Nick, I have to say Ace too, because me and Ace kissed a few times. I have to say Jeremiah. Jeremiah's kisses.
I actually did like Jeremiah on the show. I was sad when he got removed.
Yeah.
I really was. I thought he was really good on the show and seemed like a cool dude. So I was sad when he left. If you had to couple up with someone else in the final week, who would it have been?
Take it away.
No, that's messy.
Forced.
Who was left?
Not even if they were left.
Just anyone. Anyone else.
Oh, probably Chris, if I'm being honest.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, Chris is handsome.
Yeah.
A gentle giant.
Chris too. Both of y'all Chris. Yes. Yeah, Chris was very cute. He was not carrying that girl. Okay, on a scale of 1 to 2, they fumbled hard. How much do you think your man regrets how he handled things at Casa?
Oh, 0.
Man, say not at all.
Like, I don't think Ace did anything in Casa but explore and not that much, yeah.
Do you think Taylor regretted anything?
I'm not. I mean, they obviously have a genuine connection. He is with the girl that he truly likes, and I respect that. So I don't think he regrets anything. And he shouldn't. Like, that's what we're there for.
Do you regret anything?
No, honestly,
not exploring.
I did explore. I tried to talk to as many people as possible, but it's just...
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, you did. What was that boy name?
Zach.
Yeah, he was very cute.
Yeah, he was cute.
He was very cute. He was confusing me. I always wanted some kisses and stuff. Though.
Yeah, I'm like, I told you guys, like, I'm a slow burner, which is why I'm like, I was confused on why he picked me, because, like, you know I'm a slow burner, but you asked me for a kiss on day 2. And, like, that doesn't make sense.
It's because
he just knows he's fine.
One.
Yeah.
It's hard when they know that.
Right.
Okay, this is the last one. During the Stand On Business Challenge, do you think Huda had a reasonable response?
No.
Continue.
Oh.
Expand.
Expound.
I mean, the apology stuff, like, that's reasonable. Like, you're trying to take accountability and stuff. Just the explanation is like apology, but, you know? So the explanation of things, it just didn't make sense. It would have just been better to just be like, you know, sorry, that's it. To try to get me to understand why, it was just like beyond me. Because it's like, you know, it's not like it's a legit good reason, you know? So that's all.
You, same thing? Or... Yeah. Nothing to add. All right. Girls, they really had to pull me away from you two. Because that is how much I've enjoyed hanging out with y'all. Y'all are absolutely lovely. Girl, I really loved hanging with y'all. And I hope that everything goes good at the reunion. And,
of course.
You know, when you guys get a chance to watch the show, despite whatever America says, I hope that you know that you really were wonderful. You really were.
Thank you so much.
Hopefully they see this and see that. Because we were actually there. Y'all only get, like she said, like the stand on business.
Within 24 hours.
Exactly. So like,
in our days. So and also it's an experience that no one can ever like understand unless you're living it. Like I said, anyone could have sat down with me and told me this is exactly how it goes, this is gonna happen, whatever, and you still won't understand until you're actually there. So
But I'll be honest. You know, love shows itself in weird ways. And one thing I've learned being in the public eye for many years is honestly, sometimes that hate is really love.
Yeah.
You don't want to feel it. You don't want to see the comments. You don't want it. But honestly, if they don't say it, then you ain't on their mind.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, thanks, boo.
Exactly.
You know, like, a little bit.
You know, you're absolutely right. Yes,
absolutely. All right. W video, W-O-W, Chelley.
Hey, man, appreciate y'all for watching that video. If you stuck this far, make sure you like, you comment, make sure you subscribe, make sure you go follow that Twitch, hit that sub button, follow the TikTok, hit all the links in the description. Click one of these videos right here if you enjoy. Stay with the Curl Jit family, Curl Jit community, and we out of here.